Classroom today with Jacob Raffel. Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
All right. So, what I've heard so far is that you are a very successful artist. Is that true?
Relatively.
Okay. Just a quick question. When did you get into art? Like, when did you start?
Well, my mother introduced me at a young age, but it really didn't grasp on until about a couple weeks ago, really. So I did my first piece about a week, and ever since then I've just been popping them out.
Yes. Now, I believe you've gotten in contact with some like art curators and museums.
A few.
So that's amazing.
It is.
So, all right. So, what like art elements and principles of design do you try to incorporate in your pieces?
I use a lot of line, color really. Color is a big one of mine. Shape, form, a lot. Those are my main art elements, but I use a lot of principal designs, especially like unity and variety, especially pattern, a lot of movement, balance, and especially emphasis. And I do enjoy a little bit of rhythm every now and then.
It seems like you put all of them in there.
I try to use as many as I can, really.
Well, that's very, very good. Can we just see some examples? I'm sure the folks at home are just like.
Oh, I have a few here with me.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I brought it just in case.
Terrific.
The first one. This is the first one in my sketchbook. These are just sketches.
That is something.
Here I use a lot of value and emphasis, and I used a lot of background was a big part of this. Except I feel that there could have been a lot more detail in it. I could have gone over it again or something. But there's that. And then just flipping through here, these are just random. I did these all last night. Here's one. This is my grandfather was my inspiration for this one.
Wow, yeah, it seems like it's got a great message.
I use a lot of detail and line. There's a lot. Line was my main focus in here.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
But I could have done more with the background again. I struggle with the background. But here I did fairly well with it.
Yes, it looks like you did a terrific job.
And just flipping through again. Let's see, just going at random. Here's another one.
Ooh,
and this was my grandmother.
That is too cute.
This one was inspired by my grandmother, which my grandfather was the deer.
Oh.
And the rabbit and the deer.
Oh, wow,
just like the movie.
Nice.
And here I use a lot of line, not so much of value. Again, no background.
But I think just no background. I mean, with no background, there can still mean a lot. Like
yeah, there is
snow or just something.
Yes.
Yeah.
But very proportional. It's a baby one, so the proportion's off a little bit, but that's how it's supposed to be. Just flipping through. Here's one. This one took me a while.
Ooh.
I use a lot of unity here.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And it's also again proportion and pattern.
Oh yes.
It's mainly line, just line, pretty much. But that's my actual grandfather. That's what he looked like.
Oh.
Very inspirational.
Very nice.
He actually passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Here's one. This was a friend of mine gave me the idea. It's just a swan swimming, but instead of actually swimming, it's using an inflatable tube.
Oh.
It's got goggles on.
Nice, yeah.
And a swim cap. And he's going swimming.
Very humorous.
I use a lot of line in this one again. And there's a little bit of value in there, just every once in a while. It's proportional. Just lacking of background again. But here's one of my favorites. I was just standing in a corner one day, and I just decided to draw it.
Very nice.
It's simply just a line, though. It's simplicity.
Just one line can just have so much meaning.
It has a line. It forms a shape. It's got form. It's proportion.
That's good.
It's balance, movement.
That is just genius.
Thank you. Yes, it's That's about all I have in my sketchbook.
Well, those sketches are just something special.
Thank you.
Really. Okay, so those were very, very interesting sketches. I'm just, you know, amazed at your artistic and creativity abilities.
Thank you.
Again, do you happen to have any like finalized pieces? I'm just curious to what they would look like.
I don't know if I brought any.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah. Right here.
Wow.
This was actually one of our first pieces that we did.
Okay.
In my class that I attend.
Okay.
And we had to draw hands with cloth.
Okay.
And so, as you can see here, I went for shadowless shadow puppets. And so, here, this one's a dog, this one's a rabbit, and this one's a bird.
Okay.
And see, there's definitely a lot of line usage, shape, form, and value in it, and a little bit of texture over here.
Yeah, I see that.
And then there's a lot of it's kind of unity because of the theme. Emphasis on this one because of the tie, and proportion and pattern, really. Those are the main things in this one. But, I mean, I honestly don't like this one that much. It's just...
It looks like you struggled on that the background as well, so...
What's that supposed to mean?
Just in your sketchbook, you just left out some background.
Well, this is the final piece.
Okay, but I'm just, you know, you could...
This is my next one. This one we had to draw a variety of things put together in a still life. 4 things in a still life. And here I drew a lion listening to his iPod, smoking a cigarette while wearing a hat and sunglasses. I call it Cool Cat.
Now, I believe this was still life. Did you actually have a lion?
Yes, my
model for you.
My father's a zookeeper.
Okay. Well, it really turned out well.
Thank you. There's mainly used a lot of unity and variety, and a lot of proportion.
Okay.
With mainly used lines, shape, form, and again space and texture, really.
Yeah, I can see the texture.
You can almost pet it.
Yeah.
And I did in this one include a background.
Ooh, yeah, I see that.
If you want to get a close up of that background right there.
That's good that you're trying to incorporate use more background in pieces. So that's good.
It progressively gets better.
Okay.
And then for this next one that I have, we had to do a portrait of a character, and this one is Two-Face.
Okay.
And here there's a lot. I mainly used emphasis and proportion, really. There's a lot of line usage, a lot of color and contrast into it. It really emphasizes his different sides. It's Two-Face, if you couldn't tell.
Is he the character in what is that, Winnie the Pooh? What is that?
I don't honestly remember.
Okay.
I think it's Robin Hood, really.
Okay, Robin. Yeah. Okay.
The cartoon one with the fox.
Yeah, I just can't even remember.
I honestly don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you.
I like the background.
I did use the background in this one.
Yes. Very good.
And so, for the final piece that I have, this is the most recently did one. And in this one, we had to use an art element and a principal design with 2 medias.
Okay.
And here I use a lot of variety and color and emphasis as well. And my medias were acrylic paint and construction paper.
Okay.
So I used the construction paper to really bring out the eye, to bring out the face. You can't see it. And so
I like it. I like how you did the splatter work with the paints. Just looks fun and everything.
It was.
Very good pieces.
It was.
I'm very impressed.
Just take the kids out and do a little bit of painting out on the street.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the folks at home are happy to see these finalized pieces by a terrific artist. So, what we've seen today is that you are a very accomplished artist, and we like what you've done, all your elements of design, art designs, elements of art. Just, you're doing really good, and I just hope in the future you continue this and you become a great artist. So thank you for having us today. Or thank you for, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, well that is it today. Just, next week we'll have some more artists come in, and, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah.